motto here has always been to look forward, and today that means points against Newcastle for a high enough league position as insurance of a 22nd season in Europe. And Joe Fagan makes changes in his team. Kevin McDonnell is left out. Sammy Lee returns in midfield, where he's joined by Mark Lawrenson. Gary Gillespie plays in his proper position at the back, and Steve Nicol replaces the injured Jim Beglin at fullback. Newcastle also need the points. A midweek home defeat by Coventry has left them rather too close to the relegation zone for comfort. But today they welcome back their new England man, Chris Waddle, who's missed the last 4 games because of a knee injury. Otherwise, their team is unchanged. The referee on a fine sunny afternoon is Gilbert Napthine of Loughborough. Well, the last time Newcastle won here at Anfield, their scorers were a hat-trick from George Robledo and the other goal scored by the late Ernie Taylor. 35 years ago since they've had a victory here. And the free kick given, although Glenn Roeder's head was quite a long way down, and Sammy Lee is not the tallest player on the park. I must say we have a rollicking atmosphere because Newcastle supporters are never reticent about making themselves heard, and there are quite a few here this afternoon. Martin Thomas. George Riley, ex of Watford, well watched by Alan Hansen. Nicol. Walk. Good play by Nicol. Anderson shut the door. Sammy Lee to take the corner. Nicol in close attendance. Lawrenson up wide of the penalty spot. 2 on the near post there, or in the near post area. Just reached by Riley. Neal. Gone for the return. Dalglish played it beautifully. Covered by Kenny Walton. Gillespie. Some concerted pressure now by Liverpool. Walk, good climb, but no contact. Chris Waddle offering himself again at right back. Riley showed far too much of that. Waddle once more, and Beardsley is onside. A real opportunity for him. The ball will come down. Good challenge by Gillespie. But the problem for him was the ball would not come down. It hung a bit in the air, and Gillespie made up the ground to get in the challenge. And in the end, Bruce Grobbelaar was left quite unconcerned. Well on by Dalglish. Goalkeeper, one-touch goalkeeper. Beardsley. Brown. Megson. Seems to find a few gaps, as Gary Megson. Well held indeed. A low cross. It went in front of Pat Hurd and was very, very well claimed by Bruce Grobbelaar. Waddle. Roeder. It's better control from Riley. Free kick given against Walk. Four forward. Riley. And won by Hansen, and Neil got a knock on the bridge of the nose, it seemed. Beardsley. Waddle. Still 3 Newcastle players in the area, and Neil down outside of it. Oh, he did well to get the cross in, and nobody coming in on the far side. It was a really good cross by Chris Waddle. Really, with one fullback out of the play, it was a little surprising that Newcastle didn't think they could take a chance and get somebody to come up on the far post. But Neil in a real mess. He got a knock on the bridge of the nose as he went out with Riley, and Hansen came in behind and won the ball. Don't think Neil was too impressed with the challenge. It's a real Terry Downs. Very neat turn by Walsh. Dalglish. Hansen. Walk. Well, they backed into McCrew, it worked. Lee, everything now to his left. Good cover by McCreary, but here's Dalglish. Waddle. Nicely done. Pat Hurd. Anderson's getting forward on this attack. This could be a bit of a surprise here. They've got a man over far side too, and Riley in the middle, and couldn't find the finish. Really nice attack that by Newcastle. Neil ended it as he went in to challenge George Riley. Liverpool may moan about Newcastle's defensive tactics, but they should remember how effective have been, or nearly effective, a couple of their breakaways. Waddle, plenty of time to tell the goalkeeper where he was going to play it. And the end of a thoroughly unproductive half for Liverpool. And Phil Neal coming off for needed treatment. He must be disappointed about the knock that he got, and by his team's performance, which during the 45 minutes failed to make Martin Thomas make anything other than a claim or a reach for the ball. He didn't have a save to make. At half-time, it's 0-0. The Newcastle supporters bathed in sunshine and would doubtless point to the fact that they had the 2 best chances of the first period. And the news of the opposition captain, Phil Neal, is that he has, not surprisingly, a suspected broken nose. Newcastle have lost the last 8 visits here and failed to score on the last 5. The home supporters will be anxious that Liverpool come back after the disappointments of the week. So need to ensure this place in the UEFA Cup. Roda did well to spin because Walk was looking for the back pass. Thomas took over in February from Carr. On by Riley. Waddle. Hansen. Neil. Gillespie. Free kick against McCreary. Push walk before Walk managed to get to the ball. Dalglish. Oh, beautifully done. Lovely goal by John Walk. Number 25 of the season. Brings relief to the Liverpool supporters. And it really was quite beautifully flicked over the advancing goalkeeper. Dalglish's free kick, Walk's flick, his 25th goal of the season. Liverpool lead by 1-0. "57 minutes gone, and rather more noise now from the Kop end. Dalglish having a better second half, Dalglish, than he had first, which could be said of one or two Liverpool players. Whelan, and Brown closed his legs in the nick of time. Roda. Hansen. Dalglish is onside, no question about it. And Gillespie scores. And he's all smiles. And not surprisingly, that's his first for Liverpool. They all looked at the linesman. There was no question in my mind that Dalglish was onside. And they looked again as the pass was played. And Gillespie, in the opinion of the linesman, had come from the back and scores his first goal to give Liverpool a 2-0 lead. Goal coming in the 69th minute before a crowd this afternoon of 34,733. Now Waddle, a real chance for him. And he doesn't take it. Well, there are 20 minutes and a bit left. But it would be no great surprise if at the end that was seen to be Newcastle's last chance of getting back into the match. And Newcastle want to make their substitute. Neil MacDonald to come on. And he replaces Gary Megson.
Substitute for Newcastle is Neil MacDonald.
Anderson. Beardsley. Lawrenson. Nickel. Dalglish outside. 4 the other way. Good save. Deliberate attempt by Kenny Dalglish to find the top corner. And it was watched with great surety by Martin Thomas. Different corner. Walsh. Beardsley. It's the first time I think we've seen him make a run since he had that opportunity early in the first half. McDonald's. And he tried to catch Grobbelaar off his line. It simply gave Grobbelaar an opportunity to show his agility. Walsh. Dalglish is enjoying himself in the second half. I don't think he enjoyed the first period. And Walsh is onside. That's number 3. Newcastle totally split. And all the time in the room because he'd made the run from the back. And Newcastle were all over the place and nobody was in company with Paul Walsh. Waddle. And Neil MacDonald found an enormous amount of room in the 6-yard box with 3 defenders sort of standing around. But the goal made for him by Chris Waddle, which adds to the delight of the Newcastle supporters, for whom it will only be a consolation. The Newcastle supporters over the far corner, you'd think they'd just won the championship. Good play by Neil. Dalglish. Anderson. Oh, what a different second half from, in truth, a rather turgid opening 45 minutes. They've been full of buzz and noise since their side scored. Oh, what a different second half. Newcastle can look back on the chances that went away in the first half. By the time they got another one, they were 2 goals down. The goals coming from John Walk, Gary Gillespie and Paul Walsh, and Phil Neal, who goes off to check whether he has a broken nose, will be very pleased that his side, who failed to produce anything like their real form in the first 45 minutes, certainly did so in the second 45. And it brings a final score of Liverpool 3, Newcastle United 1.